Howdy up, you delicious people. I'm here today to do more of Guess the Movie quiz. So, we are here today to play more of this. Hopefully, we'll get half of them or more correct, I hope, consistently. I am on my way to hopefully going and playing and getting more stuff correct, I hope. Um, Reasonably and all still consistently mentioning I have not tried to really like try to find out like what these movies are. If anything, by and large, I've just been consistently just trying to ultimately uh, figure out what these movies are eventually by kind of winding my mind to ultimately naturally assume that I could probably figure these out eventually. Um, Okay. Mm, okay. I think there was one. I think I finally want to solve one. There we go. Okay, I think I finally know how to spell this freaking movie. Good God. Um, okay. Really? Wow. I thought I actually spelled this right this time. Okay, well, F it. We'll solve it anyways. Really? Pocahontas. Okay, alright, sure. F you game, F you. Anyways, at least that's freaking solved. We were freaking close enough to spelling that movie. We were close enough. I don't know what it is, but like Disney movies are the hardest to spell out of everything. And ultimately, I just don't want to take that kind of time. uh, Because ultimately, I just might get to a point where I just might skip things. I still don't know what any of these ones are, so I might have to go into 17. Ugh. All right, because 17, I know some of these here. I think this one. Oh, I thought this was like Lucy, the Scarlett Johansson movie. What other movies do you have it to where people duct tape money to their? Maybe that's Ooh, I was thinking maybe like a. Okay. What can we do here? Which ones can we do? Uh, Okay. Let's go with these ones up here. So, I know that this character had something to do with picnic baskets, and Yogi Bear. I know they did a animated movie with Dan Aykroyd and Justin Timberlake. What is a sun? Man, you're really helping me out with these visuals. You're really, whoops. You're really giving me the big old. Easy one, right? Let's skip to the next one. I think this is Jimmy Neutron. Never saw the show, but ultimately I heard about it because ultimately it got fairly popular at some point. This one is easily another Disney movie that luckily I can actually probably spell. Tangled. Yes, I remember this just because I think the guy that was on the show Chuck ultimately did the voice for this, and he eventually became Shazam. Zachary Levi, maybe. As if I don't know. I don't. um. Ooh, this one looks familiar. I think I remember this at the tail end of this movie. Hopefully I can figure out the spelling. If you don't know, you'll probably have to show. Yes, the Truman Show. Ultimately, this is at the tail end of the movie where Truman eventually takes a boat all the way out to the waters and then realizes there's some like steps and then there's a door for him to leave. That's where that comes into. Uh, I don't know what the this could probably be Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes. All right, yeah. I think that's normally when the bleep bleep bleep. That's all, folks. Kind of like where they have the whole of that. I think. What is this? It looks familiar. I want to say it's like the Born Identity or something, but that doesn't look to be it. Uh, the car red. I don't know. There's so many little tiny car movies. What is this? I'm not even quite understanding exactly what is going on in this picture. Like, I guess it's two people kissing, but like, I'm not even sure what exactly is going on. Uh, like, what is the context? I need to know the context. What does it say on there? Oh, it looks like it's like a phone number and it says juice, I think, on it. Good God, I can barely make that out. Juice eyeball. I have no clue. Oh, I know this one. Whoops. I don't know how I'm gonna spell it though. Uh, maybe there's two N's. No, there's not two N's. Uh, God. There might be two. No. Okay, let's go down here because it's ultimately Schindler's List. Um, well, there's gonna be an S there. Let's take out all these things here. Put the I, S, and T. Okay, so maybe it's Schindler's. Yeah. Whew. I was thinking I was gonna have problems spelling that name, but I remember that movie because I remember that it's a black and white movie, but there's like this red coat that sticks out, and because it actually has color, and so yeah. But the rest of the movie, the most of the movie is done in black and white. It's not like Pleasantville where eventually it goes from like black and white to color. If anything, this is a Tom Hanks movie that people might be familiar with. Ultimately, if they've read a Stephen King book, then they might like the Green Mile. I'm gonna have to pause here because there's an ad pop up. Okay, I guess for once I was wrong. What is this one? Uh, is it downsize? There's no A, or there's no O, I mean. Because that's immediately what I was thinking. I don't know with that one. This one's gonna be pretty easy. If I can spell it right. Because I'm a horrible speller, everyone. Horrible speller. Uh, yeah. I didn't think I was gonna be able to spell. Two, two things. Two words. Well, A. I had mentioned this some in a video before. Because ultimately I was thinking of ants before. A bug's life. A bug's life. Isn't that nice? All right. So we're ultimately going to have a light bulb come here. A light bulb? Could this be? Is there a P? No. Okay, I was thinking maybe the Prestige. How do I get a magician movie from a light bulb? I don't know. Uh, a light bulb. This does not help. Or maybe it's not a light bulb. Maybe it's Jurassic Park. Maybe it's Jurassic Park. Let me see. No, there's no P. Because maybe it could be a fossil, and I don't know. Could it be jacket? Could it be jacket? No, it's not jacket. Uh, I don't know what a light bulb is. I don't know what a pumpkin pie is either. Da 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 da. Let's see what ultimately this will be. The Terminator? Could it be? Zerkana? Yes. Puh. Actually, this is the gun that's there looks more like Judgment Day or T2, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Because ultimately in the first Terminator, he like didn't have that kind of weapon. He just had kind of like the Uzi 9mm and all those other kind of like big guns. Pumpkin pie. I'm not gonna know what I'm not gonna know what a pie comes from in a movie. How am I supposed to figure that out? Uh, well, it's not the Devil Wears Prada. It's not the. I don't know what this is. The movie where people have shoes. How am I gonna know a movie about a person, people that wear shoes? God, I'm turning 50. I'm 50%ing. 50%ing. How could I? Okay, well, or it might have been a show. It might have been a foreign show, and I'm not familiar with it. Uh, okay. I think that we might be able to get these bottom ones with the exclusion of the whatever the ring thing is. It's not Lord of the Rings. I think I'll be able to get some of these, but I'm probably also gonna have a problem. I don't know what this is from. Or this. What is this? Or what a fish is from. Good God, help me out, movies. Help me out with my power. Okay, well, this one obviously could be some thundering a brewing. It's Mjolnir. It's easily Thor. All right. So this one is ultimately A movie where I think they had a blind girl ultimately be walking through a forest, and ultimately there was something about red going on in the movie. I just needed a second to scratch. I had a scratch that I had to scratch. The Village. There's no L. There's. Why isn't there the Village? Isn't there two? Oh wait. I'm like, isn't there two L's in Village? Please tell me that there's two L's. Village. Yes, The Village. I remember this movie. Did it have Joaquin Phoenix in it? Yeah, it did. Joaquin Phoenix, Adrian Brody, Bryce David Howard, William Hurt, Sigourney Weaver. Wow, this had a lot of people in this movie, and I barely remember this movie whatsoever. All right, well, this. Oh my god, I hope I spell this correctly. The Shaw. And everybody immediately is like, you better get busy living or get busy dying and freaking figure out how to spell this word. Oh my god, I'm in such a fear that I'm gonna spell this wrong. Um, Wait a minute. The Shawshank Redemption. Was there an H somewhere? Redemption. Wait, Shawshank. Oh, Redemption. Redemption. That should probably be it, right? Thank God. Whew. Oh man, I was like, redemption. Is that it? Uh oh. If anything, I remember. Where is it? Okay, I remember there was a movie called. I think it was like Walking Tall. Or no. It was Walk Hard, and that was a parody of this movie, and so that's the only reason why I know this film. But I remember in the beginning of it, I think he's performing at a prison. But anyways, oh, of course, every single time that ultimately, like right before I mention about something, then it becomes prevalent into the next thing that I do, which is to talk about The Prestige with Hugh Jackman and David Bowie and Christian Bale, and also, God, what is his name? Yeah, Michael Caine, the guy who's on Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Okay, I know what this one is. This is the Full Monty. I only know this because it has Mike Myers in it, and ultimately, I have to spell this correctly. The Love Guru. Yes, it had Justin Timberlake in it, and I guess Jessica Alba was in it, I guess. I don't remember any movie that Jessica Alba was in past maybe Sin City and Fantastic Four. I know she's been in a lot of stuff, but it just becomes blur after a while. A clown with a maybe gun. This is not The Dark Knight. I don't know what it is. I don't know what. Ooh, is this the? Are you trying to seduce me, Mrs. Robinson? The grad, you it, UA. I saw this movie And when I saw it, I ended up kind of laughing when watching the movie. Like I don't know if like that was its purpose, but I don't know. Like every time like we would get Dustin Hoffman to do that deadpan reaction, we're like, "Are you trying to seduce me, Mrs. Robinson?" It's like every single thing that he delivered, like just made me freaking just laugh. I don't know what it was, but it just seemed hilarious to me. Um, what is this? Okay, somebody running. I've seen a movie where people have run before. I don't know what this is. A movie about someone running. This is of course the Wiz, right? Oops, helps if I spell. It helps if I have an E there. I'm assuming that this has to be the movie The Wiz with Michael Jackson and ultimately Richard Pryor, and clearly I have Wizard of Oz. Ultimately, there have been many different iterations of the Wizard of Oz, as well as there being like, because meaning that they kind of like you would have like the, God, what is it, the Wicked or whatever, or you'd have Wicked that ultimately was like very popular with people. So like there would be several iterations of Wizard of Oz to just kind of remake that or do that. So ultimately, I really actually want to see this movie. I don't think I've ever really fully fledgedly seen this movie, but I think people tend to just uh, they tend to always do that whole pose. I think even Deadpool, I think, stole that pose and did it at some point in some movie. Uh, but if anything, I always get this confused with Avatar. Uh, Air. Uh, uh, Bender? Oh no! Wait! No! Wait a minute! It's there's more than that. Um, the last dragon. You are the last dragon. Uh, Der. Oh, thank God! It's like I know it's Airbender, but what else? And then like, oh no, wait! It's the last Airbender. Oh my God! Let's figure out what this one is. It's gonna be really hard, especially if you don't like this the theme song. Mullion Scolder. Ultimately, uh, the girl the female detective, man, did she do a crap ton of stuff after this. I think eventually, what is Duchovny or whatever his name is, the male doctor. He kind of did some stuff, but ultimately he like I know he did like Californication was his big thing, but anyways, I think I know what this first one could possibly be because it basically is hinting at what it could be via the image because ultimately it's kind of a little bit lazy, if you know what I mean. It's a little bit lazy. It's a little bit lazy. Blood Diamond, Leonardo DiCaprio and I want to say it's like Jaimin. Yeah, Djimon Housu. Housu. I know Djimon from Guardians of the Galaxy and Never Back Down. I always love that movie. Never Back Down. Anyways, hockey mask and four letters. Hook. It's gotta be Hook. It's just gotta be. I have no clue what this could be. With four letters, that doesn't really help me. Why aren't you helping me, game? Help me. Maybe it's Python? Or no, wait, that's four letters. Uh, maybe it's War? Z? There's no S. Maybe it's Warp. I have no clue. I don't know what four letters. Are you serious right now? That looks like the Simpsons fish. Or no, wait, the Simpsons fish had like three eyes. What is that? I don't know what that is. It's to the point of like foreign films. I'm like, I have no clue. Oh, oh God, is this that Machine movie that ultimately I just saw with Deliso del Toro or whatever his name is, where like you had all the like the states were all or the countries were all on these like big fat machines, and I can't remember what they're called, uh, but I think that that's probably it. But I can't remember the title of the movie. Uh, oh, I know what this is. And I thought I was gonna like not be able to figure out what it is. Because ultimately, it's a George Clooney film that I actually really like. Because I really enjoy this movie. Because ultimately, it deals with like a guy who has to fire people for a living. And it's really, really good. I really enjoy it. And ultimately, it has some interesting actors that I really like as well. But yeah, so ultimately, I'm gonna have to try to figure out what this ring thing is. The mermaid, the heist, the robber, the ropper, the ropist, the ropesta, the ropesta. What is that movie? How do I know what the movie is? I don't know what the movie is. Are you kidding me with this? Raw pesta. I don't. Ooh, I got more than half on that one. Good for me. Good for me. Well, luckily I just mentioned a movie that ultimately I had said that ultimately Jessica Alba was in Sin City because again, luckily that paid out. Oh God, what is this? Oh no, wait, no, wait. I think I know this one. Um, ultimately, it has Matt Damon in it, and ultimately had Robin Williams in it, and ultimately, when remembering this movie, uh, I only remember it just because you have the point where ultimately Robin Williams like it's not your fault, and he's like, don't do it, not you, and then ultimately they have to like hug it out bizarrely. What is this? This is interesting. A guy who's tearing up, has glasses, and I have no clue what that is. So let's go to this last one because I think I know what this one is. Because it has Mel Gibson in it. Yep, Mel Gibson. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and I'm not even reading off this stuff. It has Joaquin Phoenix, and ultimately it has Rory Culkin, who ultimately plays the kid. Abigail Breslin, which I saw her in Final Girl, which I thought was really good, as well as Zombieland, which a lot more people would know about. What is all of these movies? What are all of these things? What is all of this? No, there's no way. Well, if anything, this one is gonna be have to is gonna be really weird to explain. But if ultimately everybody will know once seeing this movie that this is Total Recall. If anything, they're kind of making a joke about there being a three nipple woman. in this movie, and that's what everybody remembers this movie from, and nothing else, which is sad to say. Um, really, this is the clue for this one. Couldn't have dipped it out a little bit harder for me. Couldn't have dipped it out a little bit weirder for me, you know. Could have been great. It could have been something. You could have been somebody. Uh, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to spell this correctly. Edward Scissor Hands. Whew, luckily I did spell it correctly, because I'm like, I don't think I'm going to spell this correctly. Johnny Depp, Winona Ryder. Also, Backstreet Boys' Nick Carter was actually an extra in this movie. And also, yeah, it's another Tim Burton film, wouldn't you think? Because he has done a billion of them. I wonder what this could be. Could X be in the title? Could an could a men be in the title? Could it be X Men? Because this logo is like you can't go anywhere without thinking that like it's going to be that title of movie with things. Whoops. Oh, I thought that this had a the in the beginning of it. Uh, so I guess I was wrong because ultimately we are the Watch Men. Ultimately, they did a HBO series of this. It's kind of controversial, but when looking at it, reasonably, you have eventually. I think it's an interesting. I think it's an interesting story. It's just kind of off the beaten path there. Um, I think this one might be. Oh crap! There's no P. I thought it was like Open Range. God, there's so many freaking cowboy movies. How am I supposed to know which one this is? There's a billion cowboy movies. Cowboys versus aliens. I don't know. Is that your final answer? Uh, yeah. Oops. Uh, uh, wait. Uh, wait. Is this? So it's. Wait. I forgot a letter. I forgot a letter. I forgot a letter. God dang it! I probably could have solved this, but I. It's. There we go. Uh, blah, there we go. M. That's what happens when you're trying to type and then you realize, oh yeah, I should probably look up. Um, yeah, Slumdog Millionaire. I've never seen the movie, but because ultimately, I think it's kind of like I don't think it's interesting enough to garner me watching it. I've heard it. I've heard about it. I think it won like an Oscar or something, but I didn't read that part. Um, a tree. A movie about a tree. This looks like almost like secondhand lions or something. I don't know what a tree movie could be. I think I know what this one is though. Yeah, it could be the. Oops. There we go. I'm like, why do I not have any words left? The transporter. I only know. I think this one is the second one, I only remember this just because I only remember this image just because I have the movie, and so reasonably I'm only reminded by that because it's on the movie cover. Uh, what is this? The Wolf of Oh, yeah, I guess it is. I was thinking like this is not even going to be this. I was thinking there was no way this was probably going to be this movie, but I guess it is. Because ultimately, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to figure this out. Um, oops. Come on, give me the F of wall. Oh God, why is there so many letters? Why is there so many Wall Streets? Yeah, The Wolf of Wall Street. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it. Like I've heard things. I know Jonah Hill cusses a lot into the movie. That's all I know. Um, well, this one ultimately could be the really. I don't know what this movie could be. It could probably be a movie that ultimately has maybe Gerard Butler in it, and maybe Katherine Heigl, and maybe just maybe it could be called The Ugly Truth. It's actually a pretty decent movie, especially if like you, especially it's like a date movie. Uh, this looks familiar, but I don't know what it's from. I don't know. I was thinking it was Lucky Number 7, but maybe I was wrong. All right, I do not know. Okay. I think I'm not really quite sure at all if I'm even close to thinking what this thing is. The Groobs. I think it's like the something. The Grooge, the Groobs, the Groots, the Grooks, the Grooks. Is it Grooks? I think I know that Ryan Reynolds and Nicolas Cage were doing the voices of this movie, but I don't remember what the actual title is. I think it starts with a G though. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out eventually. I guess I could solve some of these, but I don't know. I feel like I can eventually figure them out. Maybe a headphones and typewriter. A weird combination. So sound typing, sound advice. I, what are these movies? Oh, so are they just gonna spoon feed me this one? Are they just gonna give it to me sweet and all delicious? Really? Well, I had really just been interested in being able. Oops, helps if I spell it right. Uh, seriously, this is not the Born Identity? There's no F. Or there's no, I mean, there's no D. This is seriously not the Born Identity. That's what I thought it was. No, wait, maybe it's the Born. Um, uh, no, it's not the. Oh, wait. Um, it's not the Born Ultimatum? Matam? Oops. Matum? Okay, I am. Oh wait, 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 wait. We had a. It was the Bourne Ultimatum. Why are they doing the sequel one? Why not do the Bourne Identity one? It's kind of garbage. So ultimately now I have to figure out sequel names. Sometimes when ultimately the sequel name is different from the original. What kind of garbage is that? Uh, what the heck is this horse image? Is it the Godfather? Is it the no? It's not the Godfather. Horse's head. Uh, so the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. How long am I recording for? 40 minutes. Okay, let's figure this one out. Because it could be. Uh, I thought this was. Oh, uh, uh, come on, man, men. No country for old men. Ultimately, I was thinking, I'm like, isn't it old country for bold men or something? No, it's old country for bold men. Even bolder. All right, so let's do one more and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so I don't know any of these movies. None of them at all. I think I'm done. I think this sucks. And nothing's gonna ever happen. No, I don't know any of these. I'm so confused. I don't know any of them at all. No, not this one. Not that one. Okay, let's go with the first off, I'm not going to know what this bear trap is, so let's skip that one. Um, let's go with this one, which is a movie I don't know at all. Um, I hope I get this right, because ultimately it's going to be really, really hard to ultimately realize that I'm probably going to have to pause here pretty soon. Yeah, because there's an ad coming. Yeah, Ultimate Wreck-It Ralph. There was a sequel where like Ralph takes on the internet or whatever. I've seen both of these movies. I thought they were pretty good. Um, I think they had Sarah Silverman in it. Yeah. If only I knew this movie. Because ultimately I would tell people that I want to tell them what the most annoyingest sound in the world is. If only I could tell them that, because I would know this movie. If only. Well, here's the thing. I don't know what this movie is, but maybe, just maybe, it could be a Fargo. Ultimately done, supposedly the setting of this movie actually was Minnesota. And yeah, pregnant Minnesota police chief investigates. I remember Fargo. I know they did a show about it also, and I was just really not pleased about that. I was like, no, whatever you're gonna do, don't do a show about the thing that happened in times of which I don't know. I have no clue. I have honestly no clue what this movie is. What is this? It looks like Karate Kid, but doing it from a window. So it's Karate 2. It's Karate 2. That's what the movie is. It's definitely Karate 2. Uh, I'm assuming that this movie has to be one of them DC fellers um, that ultimately I probably liked because ultimately Kevin Costner was in it, and that's about it. Ultimately, whatever happened to Kevin Costner in that movie, I was sad about. But ultimately, I've seen Henry Cavill in The Man of Steel. So what is this movie? I think it's going to be probably. Uh, I think people are going to need a a jacket after this because it's going to get really, really, really cold in here when I get this. Really, really. When you get an E and an F confused, Full Metal Jackets. You game in your letters. I really don't know what this one is. I know it's a movie. It has people in it. It's not an army of one. It's not we are soldiers. It's not what other freaking other movie that I've seen that has war in it. It's not the platoon. I don't know what this is. Um, owls. Owls. Well, it's not Bad News Bears. Owls. Oh God, owls. Could it be ultimately? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Uh, I got it. I got it. I think I got it. The Rookie. Yeah. Ultimately, that was the true life story about Dennis Quaid. Ultimately, uh, going back into major leagues because it's your turn, coach. It's your turn, coach. I wonder what this could be. It probably could be a horror movie that I might be fairly familiar with called Saw. Ultimately, this is probably going to be an anime, I'm assuming. Probably. Because it helps if I have a freaking R here somewhere. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer. I don't know if that's the actual song. Um, oh God. Yeah. 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 So I know that this has probably the word zero in it. Whoops. Uh, I think it might be. Uh, no, it's not. There's no A, so it's not patient zero, but I know it's something zero. Because it has the O right there to tell me to let me know. It has suspect zero. Yeah, I know that this movie was familiar, but I didn't like. There's so many movies that had like zero in the title, where it'd be like Suspect Zero or something zero, or it'd be like the first outbreak of something. And so recently, I didn't like really quite figure out exactly uh, what I was doing there. No and yes. Scratch out the no and yes. So yes. Is that seriously an option? I could say yes. Yes way. Yes. I don't know. Um, maybe it's Payday. What is this movie? Could it be the? Because it's always the. Um, the Terminal. Tom Hanks. ultimately directed by Steven Spielberg, and ultimately has Catherine Zeta-Jones. Ultimately, yeah, I remember this movie. I think Tom Hanks's character was from Kokoja or something, and yeah, it was an interesting movie. He had an accent the entire time. Well, if only I could figure out if this was a Brad Pitt movie or not, or probably a Bruce Willis movie. I always get those confused when ultimately I'm thinking of either Bruce Willis or Brad Pitt because I feel like at some point that they're the same person. Because ultimately I'd watched the movie called Fight Club. 12 Monkeys! Yeah, ultimately, this movie was really interesting, but it was very, very confusing as well. What is this? Could this be a movie that ultimately had whoops, a very, very weird, uh, where is it? Could this be a movie that was very, very weird to me called Warm Bodies? I remember this movie ultimately had the guy who played Beast in it, and yeah, Nicholas Holt. Yeah, that's who he is. Uh, yeah, really enjoyed the movie. It was really fun. Um, ultimately, it was kind of funny at some points. But ultimately, who could this person be? If only I could hate Mondays and figure out who this person is. Because I swear by Thor's hammer, I'd be able to figure out who this guy is at some point. If only I had a Garfield of knowledge. What could this be? Could it be a movie that is usually done in Japan? Could it be? The Gojira! The Gojira. Oh, the Matthew Broderick one? I was hoping they were gonna go with the Bryan Cranston one. That's garbage. Don't go with the 1998 Matthew Broderick one. Where ultimately you had P. Diddy freaking having the soundtrack. Come with me. Blah-da-da, blah-da-da, blah-da-da. Yeah, don't do that one. Don't do that movie. That one had some pretty crappy special effects, if I do say so myself. Because I was watching it and I saw it. And was like, I only like the soundtrack of this movie. I don't like the movie, but I just like the soundtrack. I like the P Diddy song because I would play that like consistently. I think that was when we still had cassette tapes. I just I think I got just the single of that song. Anyways, I don't know what this is. Clock stoppers? The Watcher of Clockers? I don't know what this is. The minutes of times of which that I could no longer figure out what this movie is. I wonder, could it be? Could be the man who ultimately tells you, dead or alive, you're coming with me. RoboCop? Yeah. Cyberpunk action film? Paul Vetterneve? Peter Weller? Yeah, that's the guy who played RoboCop. He ultimately took 9 hours to be in that costume. 9 unbelievable hours. And then ultimately he'd have to get out. He would have to have 9 hours to get that whole thing like detached. And ultimately he had like he was claustrophobic too, which is crazy. Um, but anyways, like he would like meditate the entire time that they were like suiting him in there. Like I read, like Peter Weller did a thing talking about it. It was crazy. But anyways, I think it's about that time to get out of here. I just really enjoy this, so that's why the length of these videos are way out there. I just enjoyed talking about movies and whatever. So I'm going to get out of here. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody.